Welcome to another video tutorial, guys, by Robby. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate it. You're the reason why I keep making more of these videos. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, let's do this thing. Okay, so first up, what we do is we create a box, not too thick, like this. Height maybe up to here. Let's bring it down like that. Let's make it like that. This thing is too thick. Let's try to make it maybe this thickness. Okay, so space on the keyboard to deactivate. And then what we're going to do is we're going to copy these, make a duplicate. Just make sure you're here on polygon mode. Copy paste. T to move it. Hold down Control just to restrain it in one direction. So we're going to move it to, oh my bad, let's do this first. Yeah, copy paste. So Control, hold down Control, move like that. Space to deactivate the two. Question mark on the keyboard to deselect. Again, Control C, Control V. T on the keyboard to move. We're making more of these. Space to deselect, question mark. If you push A on the keyboard, it will center everything. Again, Control C, Control V. Copy paste. T on the keyboard to move. So you move it again. Question mark to deselect. Control C, Control V. Hold down T. Hold down Control and then move. Okay, I think that's about enough of these. Space, question mark to deselect. A to fit everything. So we come here to edge mode. Select, let's just zoom in here. Select this part, which selects everything, like you can see here. Go to multiply, round up, come here to numeric, put the settings 30 here and 2. I think that's enough, and don't change anything down here. Say OK. Space on the keyboard, question mark to deselect. A on the keyboard to center everything. So we are going to come here to modify. Under rotate, there's a bend tool. So this bend tool will come here on the right side. Hold down the right mouse button and bend this. Looking at the top view that side, you can actually check until these two actually meet those 2 points, and then you let go. Space to deactivate the two. Okay, this thing is a bit too short, so holding down the right mouse button, draw around, get the top part, T on the keyboard to move. We are going to move this up like that. I think that's too enough. Shift H on the keyboard and make it wide on top like that. Not too much, but I think that's cool. Space to deactivate, question mark to deselect. A on the keyboard to fit everything. So we have a basic shape like that. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go in the next layer, select half of the layer here, and what we're going to do is come back to create, get a disk, come here and make it wide like that. Okay, I'll try to make it proportional like that. Okay, I have to make it a bit smaller like that. Get a thickness like that. Get a thickness numeric. So we want the radius to be the same in all directions. So here I can delete that 0.5, that 0.5, and we can say we are cool with that. Space, deactivate. T to move. Oops, what did I do now? T to move, and let's move a bit down. Okay, let's move this thing down to maybe somewhere there. Yeah, like there. So if I actually hold down shift on the keyboard and select the other layer, I can have two of these, so I can check what's going on. So we have the base of that bucket. Okay, so we got a basic shape, and what we're going to do now is want to create rings around. So what you can do is you can cut Control X on the keyboard to put everything in one layer, go in one layer, Control V to paste. We haven't been saving, so let's save. We'll say Baket. Okay, so we go in the next layer, come here, get a disk, and on the top view we make it like that. Okay, so usually what I do is I follow one radius. Okay, let's make it a bit thick like that. So when we come to the numeric panel, already know this is the x-axis, so we want the z-axis to be the same as the x-axis. So what we'll do is we'll put a 6 there, so that it's all round, all the same, round. Cancel that, space on the keyboard. So here what we're going to do is come here on polygon mode, select the face, this face, delete, the other face on the bottom, delete, then come to multiply, more, thicken. So what we're going to do is thicken this thing inwards, more like that, just a little bit, space, S on the keyboard to save. Okay, so here's the thing, as you can see here, the shape is, this is straight, so we're just we'll try to follow the shape of the bucket. So while holding down the right mouse button to draw around, select the top part, Shift H on the keyboard, and make it just a little bit bigger like that to follow the shape, just like that. Okay, like that, that's good enough. Space, then question mark to deselect. A on the keyboard, hold down shift to see both layers. Okay, so we have that, but I think we have to move it a bit down. So select this. The closing bracket on the keyboard, we'll select everything. If you push it, hold down T on the keyboard to move, and let's move it just a little bit down. Shift H to stretch it. Let's make it smaller like that. Okay, and what we're going to do is select okay, here's one thing I've noticed this side, this thing is not well centered, so T on the keyboard, let's center this, yeah, like that. Okay, so Control C, Control V, copy paste, move this thing up like that. And what we're going to do is zoom in a little bit. Okay, it's too much zooming. H on the keyboard to stretch. So we stretch it here, and we also stretch it from here. Yeah, so just to make sure, you know, we don't want to mess with the height, so that's why we're doing, so we're using H to stretch. T, let's move this a little bit down, and I think we'll have to stretch it a little bit inwards, just too much, and even this side, too much. Just make sure your selection is on select. Okay, again, let's do Ctrl C, Ctrl V, T to move up like that, and H to stretch again, and we got that, and even this side, same thing, more like that. Okay, sorry, I got a flu, so kind of weird when I'm talking. Yeah, okay, so we're getting there. Control X, we cut everything. Let's put everything in one layer, and let's go in another layer, select half of this layer just to see the thing that's in the background. We'll come here, get a box. So what we're going to do with this box is we're going to create a shape here, not too much, just like that, and stretch it a little bit more like that. Okay, okay. Shift A on the keyboard will center just the object that you're dealing with at that point. That is like when you're in this layer. So space to deactivate. Oh my. Okay, let's undo that. Select box again. Come in this layer, leave it there. Push N on the keyboard for numeric. So what we want to do is we want to add more segments. So we can come here using the arrows on the keyboard. You can actually add when you come here using left and right arrows, you can actually add more segments. So I think I want, let's add one more. I think that's it. That's good enough. And let's see, I think that's fine. Space on the keyboard. Change this to texture wire. Select this and that. So what we'll do with these two is push E on the keyboard, extend them, T to move, then we'll move them up like that. Not too much. Again, E on the keyboard, T to move. Remember, you're still in move mode. E again on the keyboard, move up. I think that's enough. So delete these layers on top, delete. Then while we are in this side, so on this side, we'll get these. This is the middle line, something like here. So what we'll do is we'll move this while in edge mode, or let's use point mode. One of the two will work. Get this R on the keyboard, it will rotate that 90 degrees, and T to move, we'll move it to up to here. I think that's fine for me right here. Okay, so we'll do the same with these other ones here. R on the keyboard. Okay, so extend it, push it 4 times. Oh, 1, 2, 3, because I want it to face the direction of the other polygon. T to move. Let's move it. I think this is the middle point here, so I have to move both of them to meet. from there. Okay, so select these points here, Y for rotate, rotate them just a little bit, and T to move them like that. Okay, space, question mark to deselect, do the same for the other one, Y for rotate, and let's do that, T to move, let's move this to here. So what we're going to do is come here and we start with the bottom ones. So while in point mode, select this one. Okay, let's start with this one. Select this one, hold down shift and select the other one. So on the keyboard, Control W to weld. Yeah, and we come to the other side, this, hold down shift and that, Control W, same thing, this to that, Control W, that to that, Control W. So that is the welding. Control W is weld, and we got that. So what we're going to do is select these while in polygon mode. This, hold down shift, select all these on the bottom, and all these, delete. Multiply, go to multiply, thicken, and thicken this whole thing like that. Okay, space, question mark, then push tab on the keyboard. Okay, so we want these faces to be a bit firm, like jiggy. So what we'll do is select this side, and we'll select this side as well, like that, or this. Then we'll push E on the keyboard. Yeah, and that does that for us. So yeah, and this is too big, so right mouse button, hold it down, then draw around this, Control H on the keyboard, and okay, no, use H. I think that's much better, yeah, because I want to make the hole much bigger. Space, question mark to deselect. Okay, so this looks good enough. A on the keyboard, select both layers. What we're going to do is texture, more like it. So what we're going to do is, I think it's a bit too big, polygon mode, closing bracket on the keyboard to select the whole object there, Shift H and Control A, and let's just make it a bit smaller. Yeah. T to move it, let's feed it well, like that. And one more thing, Y, let's rotate it like that. T to move it, and there we go. Okay, so let's go in just this face. What we're going to do is select all these like this, T to move them down, space to deselect, select these ones on the middle, T to move, let's move it down. Okay, let's select all these like this, T to move, let's move them down like that. Okay, so this side, just move them Y for rotate, just rotate it a little bit so that it matches. Okay, let's see what we have. Yeah, so Control X, go in one layer, Control V, let's put everything in one layer. On the keyboard, push F2 to center everything, then push F3 to put the object on top, like that. Okay, while we're at this, select this part, closing bracket, select the whole thing, Shift V, then N to mirror the object, so space deselect. So we have those parts already. 8 to fit everything. Okay, we're getting there almost. And now to put the handle, so we're going in the other layer. While we're seeing this other layer, create, there's spline jaw, let's use this one. So with spline jaw, what we're going to do is, we can start from here. You just click where you want to put your points. Okay, so undo. I think let's start this over. Let's see. Okay, so we'll start from here. Oh my, remembers the previous ones. Okay, let me just move these. You can, you're free to move these points around. So we have all these. Let's take it like that. Let's bring this here. Okay, let's go out. Go all out. Let's zoom out. Okay, more like that. Yeah, let's do that. Now if you don't like how round it is, you can actually just add more points till you get what you want. Now more like that. So we still have to end on one, almost on the same position. Let's do that. Pull it out. I think I need one here. I think it has to be almost symmetrical. More like that. Okay. Trying to follow the other side, the way the points are arranged on the other side. And I'll try to bring it in like that again. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, this is one bend handle. But it will hold. It will hold. Yes. So let's try to zoom out. We see how round it is. Okay. So I'm just trying to make this thing round. Remember, I'm not trying to make the handle too big. Let's just try to make it symmetrical and not too jiggy. Not too jiggy. Okay. And space to deactivate. So we've got a spline like that. Let's go in another layer. So we have this. Well, what we'll do here is, let's just make sure this thing is right on the right point. control. Okay, so zoom in. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it passes right through the two handles. Okay, so we go in another layer, a new layer. What we'll do is we'll get a disc. On this disc, what we're going to do is let's use this side. We're going to create a disc like that. Okay, so we don't want to create any thickness, just make sure the radius is the same, and space on the keyboard to deselect, T to move. So let's move this to right here. Okay, so polygon mode, space. Let's do this. You want to know where this polygon is facing, so I would know already that it's facing outwards because I can see from here, but here's one way to know as well. You come here, GL, it says show normals, so this normal shows you where the polygon is actually looking. It's facing that way, so just make sure it's more like a tail, like where this ends, it's more like a tail, it continues the norm. T to move, let's move it in like that. It's on the edge, just on the edge right there, centered right there. Space, deselect. So what we're going to do is, let's zoom out. What we're going to do is we come here to multiply, then here there's more. We have rail extrude, duplicate, where? Oh, it's right here. Rail extrude, Shift R. So what we'll do is we'll say origin, uniform length. Let's leave this at automatic. It can orient, align from start. Just say okay. Okay, so we did that. The reason why it's looking like this is because the polygons actually flipped, they're facing inside. So what we have to do is push F on the keyboard, then the polygons face outwards, flip. So now we have that, and if we push tab, so there are some faces that are not going to be surpatched, which is the first face, first polygon, and the last one, which is good with me because yeah, I can deal with them. So say okay, and moreover no one will ever notice them for now. Getting away with it. So if you actually hold down shift and we have a handle right there. I have a handle for a bucket. So yeah, look at that. Okay, we're not yet done. So this rail is useless now. Delete. We'll get this cut. Let's take it to the first layer. Paste. Also, just so you know, this is a high poly bucket. So one more thing to make this look nice. What we're going to do is we'll go in another layer. While we're seeing the other layer, come here, create, get a ball. Let's create that ball. We'll create a ball like that, numeric, and radius, just make sure it's all the same in all sides. It must be all the same, like 200, 200, 200. And we can actually reduce this to 12 and this to 6. Space to deselect, get this, delete half of it, and okay, so this thing is a bit big, it's a bit too big. Okay, T to move, let's move this. Okay, so let's zoom in, Shift A to see everything, Shift H to reduce the size. Let's reduce this so much. So we put it right here. Just make sure it's touching this part, and let's rotate it like that. Yeah, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this, copy paste, then we'll put them all around. So put one here, copy paste, one right there. Okay, so here's the tricky part about this part, is you have to make sure these things are actually touching the bucket, because this is the only tricky part here. So rotate, just make sure they're following the line, this line, and this side. You can actually just follow them from this side. Okay, so it's in, let's pull it out like that so that we have it right on the edge. Yeah, space, deselect. So basically what you can do with this is make on one side and then just mirror them to the other side. So as for me here, okay, let me just make sure this is in place. Rotate, rotate this just a little bit like that. Space, deselect. Let me just see if this thing is actually touching the. Okay, so this one is not. Select this and T to move. Let me just move it in like that. Some more like that. Space to deselect. Same with this one. Control or Shift A. T to move. Let's just move it close so it touches. Rotate, right, rotate. Let's just rotate it like that. Space to deselect. Okay. Yeah. Select all, copy paste, T to move. Put it right there. Rotate it. Okay, so we want this thing to be right here, touching the edge. That's too much, going too much. Let's move it out. Okay. Okay, so I'll fast forward this part just a little, just to the part where I'm done round, then we can continue. Okay, so it took some time to put all those pins in there, but well, they look good. I'll tell you that it was worth it. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel and please push that like button. Okay, I guess that's it.